Have you ever looked up at the sun, feeling its warmth on your face, and wondered about its immense power? It's the heart of our solar system, the giver of life, the star of our show. But what if, in an instant, it changed? What if our familiar, life-giving star suddenly transformed into one of the most mysterious and powerful objects in the universe? What if the sun became a black hole? It's a question that sounds like it's straight from science fiction, doesn't it? A thought experiment that pushes our understanding of the cosmos to its very limits. Before we can understand what would happen to Earth, we must first get to know the new star of our show, the black hole. It's an enormous amount of matter, an incredible concentration of mass, squashed into an impossibly tiny space. Imagine taking a mountain, a whole mountain, and crushing it down to the size of a grain of sand. This extreme density creates an incredibly powerful gravitational field. Its pull is so immense that once you cross a certain boundary, a point of no return called the event horizon, there is no escape. We can see stars orbiting what appears to be empty space, pulled into a frantic dance by an unseen partner. We can see matter being torn from a nearby star, heating up to millions of degrees as it spirals towards the event horizon, glowing brightly in X-rays before it vanishes forever. Now that we have a basic grasp of what a black hole is, let's place it side by side with our sun. The sun is a colossal sphere of incandescent gas, a powerhouse of light and heat, so vast you could fit over 1 million Earths inside it. For an object with the mass of our sun, the event horizon would have a radius of only about 3 kilometers. Here's the key point of our entire thought experiment. In our scenario, the sun has been replaced by a black hole of the exact same mass. The gravitational pull you would feel would be precisely the same. This brings us to the most immediate and dramatic question. Would Earth and the other planets be doomed? With this new terrifying black hole at the center of our solar system, would we all be pulled into its inescapable maw? The answer, which surprises many people, is a simple and resounding no. Earth would not be sucked in. In fact, in terms of its orbit, almost nothing would change at all. Imagine you are swinging a ball on the end of a string. You are the sun, the string is gravity, and the ball is the Earth. Our planet would be in the same situation, faithfully following its orbit around a new, invisible master. The moment our sun transforms into a black hole, the most immediate and obvious change would be the sudden onset of darkness. Light, though incredibly fast, still takes time to travel across the vastness of space. So for those brief, precious minutes after the sun's disappearance, we would remain blissfully unaware. Then, it would happen. All at once, the light would switch off. The sky would snap to black. The moon, which shines only by reflecting sunlight, would vanish from sight, becoming just a dark rock in the sky. Our galaxy would stretch across the sky in all its magnificent glory, a river of light against a perfect void. With the sun's light gone, its warmth would soon follow. Earth maintains its livable temperature through a delicate balance. The planet would now only be losing heat, bleeding its warmth away into the cold, empty void of space. In the first week, the average global surface temperature would plummet below freezing to around 0 degrees Celsius. The surfaces of the oceans would freeze over first, creating a thick crust of ice that would gradually expand downwards. Eventually, the atmosphere itself would begin to freeze. The component gases, like carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and oxygen, would condense and fall as a sort of metallic snow onto the frozen surface. Earth would become a silent, static ice ball, hurtling through the dark. For the vast majority of life on Earth, this sudden darkness and cold would mean a swift and certain end. The entire surface ecosystem, a complex and beautiful web of life built upon the sun's energy, would collapse in a catastrophic global extinction event. Humanity's survival would be a desperate race against the encroaching cold. We would be forced to abandon the frozen surface and retreat deep underground. Food would have to be grown using artificial light, perhaps in hydroponic farms powered by the same geothermal or nuclear sources. However, there is a fascinating possibility for life's persistence in the deepest parts of our oceans. Even today, in the complete absence of sunlight, there are thriving ecosystems clustered around hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor. For them, life would go on. After exploring this chilling, dark, and frozen future, I have some wonderfully good news for you. This entire scenario, as fascinating as it is to ponder, is pure fantasy. It cannot happen. Our sun will never ever become a black hole. The reason lies in one of the key ingredients for making a black hole, an enormous amount of mass. Our sun is on a much different, much calmer life path. This thought experiment, while a journey into a dark and cold reality, ultimately brings us back to a place of profound appreciation. So the next time you look up at the sun, I hope you see it a little differently. Don't just see a bright light in the sky. See a star, a nuclear furnace of immense power, held in a delicate balance by the fundamental forces of nature. We are, after all, a way for the cosmos to know itself.